Practice with Daddy? Huh? Huh? Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah? You want to come over here? Oh, go get it. Good hit. Everybody, this is Carpenters and Capture / Emmett Smells a Lot with another Let's Talk Media LLC martial arts training demonstration / advice video. So, a lot of times in martial arts, we martial artists get a rep for not only saying that things won't work in a self-defense situation or a street fight situation, what have you, but not only that, but we also get a reputation for saying that we don't hit all the way through or don't follow all the way through with our hits, right? You know, just like in boxing or whatever, we don't come all the way through. It's not that. In martial arts, when it comes to quick hits or small little hits, it's not that we're not hitting through. It's just that we are specifically, just like with boxing or mixed martial arts, we are targeting that area. And the technique might look like it might not be that effective because it looks like a quick short hit versus a big hit like that, okay? But the thing is that we are targeting that area. We are targeting that pinpoint of where we want that hit to go. Just like in boxing, when you throw that jab, you want to hit to the body, you want to hit to the chest, or you want to hit to the face. Or if you throw a hook, you're more likely aiming for the chin, or same with that straight right, aiming for the chin, right? It's not that we have any less power necessarily because we're not coming back and coming forward or don't twist all the way. It's just that our technique comes from being tight and then explosive. Okay? So in boxing, you're tight and explosive, but you're moving your body. In martial arts, let's say you're doing karate, right? You can do it one of these. But see, notice though how before I did that, I grounded myself, and my power came from my horse stance. It came from my legs, because I made the power come up from my legs all the way to my body, up to where my hand is, before I did the chop. See? So that might not look effective, but if I hit you here, or here, in your throat, or anywhere in your, neck around this area, any general direction, with that, just one of those, with the technique, and with whipping into it, and having a tight core, and a tight technique, and getting the power from your legs, see, I'm still turning into it, it's just like a little bit quicker. You can still get as much power and technique in a small hit like that as you would a big hit like so, okay? And the reason is because, and we are actually hitting through, just that we're hitting our target first, then hitting through, right? Just like in boxing, you hit and then you go through, okay? But here's the other thing. So let's say I do that, but then I do a palm hit. Same thing. I still but knows the technique. I was either blocking or I'm going into it. So it's kind of like a wind up like that, but I'm just more kind of centering that power from here, putting my arm up as like a fulcrum here to then go into that. Okay? Notice though, I'm still hitting and going through with my hit. Okay? And notice I did twist all the way, but if I'm doing just pure open palm, it might be quicker like that, but notice I'm hitting though from here, I still get into a lower stance, and then my power still comes through. So we aren't stopping our power with these short hits like this, like a lower backhand to like maybe the side of the ribs, and then up to the head. We're coming all the way through still. Okay. Only difference is that we're focusing that power and that quick twitch fiber muscles in that quick hit like that. So we're getting the power in that quick hit instead of having to come through with a big hit all the way. So instead of having to come in and be like, bah, bah, which is great, but if you don't want to telegraph, then you want to learn how to get that quick hit, bang, bang, what you do, okay, is that in your horse stance, okay, like I'm showing you, shoulder, feet width apart, knees in, and down bent. So if anyone's done karate or any kind of martial art training, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we're here, right? The power comes from here and up, just like all the way through, just like with Wing Chun, right? Except we're back here, okay? But, so you know what I'm saying. So if we're going here, doing quick backhands, quick chops, switching for sideways, and we're going into our hits, notice my feet are still turning. I'm still turning my body into it. And if anything, if I come here and I'm able to pull this off and moving on my opponent, I'm actually getting more body torque out of it because not only hitting them in the pinpoint or in a vital point in their body, but I'm putting my whole body into it and my hips, and then the technique comes through that way with the power going that way from my legs. And if you put your body behind it too, see, so what I'm getting at is you can still have the same effect as quick hits, just like this or this, as opposed to also like that, okay? You just have to learn how to find that technique that works for you. It is true, some things in martial arts don't work in a street fight. So that's why I try to teach others how to be able to mix them together. Martial arts with mixed martial arts, okay? So as you've seen a lot of times in my videos, especially after I get done with my runs, what I like to do is I like to mix it up, right? It's all box, 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 box. The next thing you know, you might see me going into that. That's in Jeet Kune Do. Okay? What was that? So if you didn't see, that was still a 1-2 like in boxing. But then I immediately came around, came in, say I'm blocking a punch or I'm just guarding myself here. I came around, maybe it's a feint, I'm going to do something. And then I came into a backhand. Now that backhand might not seem strong, but like I said, I'm still having the kinetic energy from my leg coming up, boom, and coming through and exploding through with that hit. And that's why a lot of times you see, like if I'm doing like a Jeet Kune Do backhand, I'll kind of put my body into it and actually come up like this. And believe it or not, that confuses them too, because they're like, which angle are you coming in from, right? So if I'm here, let's say I'm going right-handed, I throw a jab, but then I immediately come in here like this, like what's going on, and then I hit him like that. See? But, so the energy came from my leg, and I still was here, like that, real fast. So that's a different angle to think about that as well. So, if you mix it up, you gotta find what works. You're not going to stand there in a street fight. But what I'm getting at is that that's not a street fight. So what you want to do is you do need to practice boxing. You need to do practice pressure. You do need to spar. And we'll share a sparring partner sometimes. Anyway, what I'm saying is that you do need to practice. Like, okay, so if we're doing real life wrestling, things like that, you know what I'm saying? Or like, like what techniques will work? Because in a fight, someone's going to be aggressive. They're going to come at you hard. And sometimes some people don't care about getting hit. They'll just keep coming, and they just don't care. So all this, like, I'm glad that I'm showing it to you, okay? I'm glad that I know the techniques that work, at least for me, right? But I'm also trying to be with you as real. That's what I'm showing you, and with maybe some slips, like boxing, some good guards, check kicks, but also when you get close, most people get Muay Thai is a very effective, one of the most effective up close styles there is. Dirty boxing, whatever it is, you're holding them. But what I'm also saying is that if you learn how to mix in little quick hits like in Kung Fu or Jeet Kune Do or Krav Maga, just real quick, anything, whatever style you do, or whatever, if you follow me, if you practice from seeing my videos, like I said, my preferred 3 styles I like to do, especially when I'm practicing or showing someone else, is Jeet Kune Do, kickboxing, and wrestling or judo, okay? But anyway, so if I'm close, right, I'm more than likely, I'm going to be boxing, but if I get close enough and I can pull up those little quick hits to, like, either make them throw them off their game or make them wonder what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take advantage of that, especially if I'm defending myself in a real fight. So if we're here, boom, boom, and the next thing I might do an eye gouge, because I might think that's a jab, but the next thing I know, come up and I flick them in the eye. They don't see that coming, right? And then after that high flick, I can, then come in with a good with a hard pocket, you know what I'm saying? There, and then bring it right back, And that's where the boxing and the martial arts come into play, so you can bring that guard right back. See, and that's where the quick hit comes in. But I still got my power, but I also brought it back. So that was martial arts mixed with boxing, because I still put my whole body behind it. It was more of a wound up pocket. Okay, now it might not be proper Wing Chun technique all the time, but in a real street fight, like I said, you're not going to be able to always be in that perfect technique stance. You got to learn how to move around. You got to learn how to hit with, you get what I'm saying. So here, I might not be able to do what looks like perfect Jeet Kune Do, if I'm in a real, whatever. And all this fancy stuff I do won't always work, but it's better to know it than not. Okay, so that's why I really hope, one day, especially if I do sign that liability waiver, I can probably start teaching at the school where I work as security, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, but point is, because I'm getting as people should learn how to defend themselves. Anyway, you can get big hits out of these small little tiny hits like so. See, look, still turn my body into it. You just got to learn how to make what works for you. Use your techniques like I was showing you. Okay. Ground yourself. Make sure that the power comes up from your legs all the way through your body from the kinetic energy. It doesn't come from up here. If you're always swinging up here and just trying to use your body and your power in your upper body, you're going to tire yourself out, and that's not the right way to throw punches or throw kicks in. anything like that. What I'm saying is that, you know, obviously that's great, but if you can learn to, see what I'm saying? Even just that, that's from me. Twitch. See, what I'm getting at is people think, oh, all this, well, it might not work essentially, but I mean, if they get close enough and you can pop that off, why not? You see that? That was an eye gouge, and I was supposed to hit him right in the chest at the same time with the backhand. What I'm getting at is, don't always believe when people say the little quick hits in martial arts won't work, or in a street fight won't work. You just got to practice what will and what won't work for you. Okay? So what I'm saying is that, you know, just trust in what I say as a martial arts coach. Trust in whoever's teaching you how to fight, or whatever dojo you belong to, Kwun, anything like that. Always listen to your master, Sensei Sifu, okay? But I'm just trying to show you, like, give you advice on what works for me when it comes to defending myself, of what worked for me of learning how to mix all my styles together growing up throughout all these years. You know, like I said, if what I show you doesn't work for you, that's fine. I'm just trying to help you all out so you can learn how to defend yourself in such a dangerous world. But again, long story short, like I said, little hits can be as effective as big hits. You just gotta learn how to get the technique, get the twist down, get the correct body motion down, and like I said, whatever style you practice, always keep practicing that style, but also have the realism of that style alone won't work in a street fight. You gotta learn how to mix martial arts with it. And honestly, if you learn how to mix your technique of what you learn with the techniques of boxing and kickboxing and other things like that, you'll actually be a much better martial artist because of the fact of you learn how to use power and technique and different styles that other people aren't exploring because they just want to stick to one. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Sorry if I got real excited in some parts and kind of rambled on, but you know, I'm very passionate about martial arts and teaching other people how to defend themselves. Anyway, I love you all so much. Thank you all so much for watching. If you live in St. Louis and if you're a market advertiser or a martial arts coach, please let me know. This has been Government Capsule / Mr. Smiles a Lot with another Let's Talk Media LLC martial arts demonstration video. So thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe and share, and I'll see you all next time.